Okay, what's up, guys? Uh, Today I wanted to stream to show you this build. I'd shown it off before, but I didn't really explain it. Um, so let me get into it for all you Diablo 4 players that are playing druid right now. If you're playing druid right now, and you know, and if you have the most important key to this build, uh, the Great Staff of the Crone. I feel like this is the item you need to build any kind of good druid build. But if you have this, then you're on a roll. If you get this early on, level 70, then you'll get to level 100 pretty fast. I'm not level 100 yet. I'm still trying to get there. I have a busy life, okay? I can't be playing that much. But if you have the time and if you have the staff, then this build is for you. So let's get into it. Let's start with the equipment. Basic skill grants 20% damage reduction for 6 seconds. Adventurer's Helm of Might. I have this. Basically, all my armor is for, damage reduction, maybe attack speed. All my weapons and rings are for, damage multipliers. And we're gonna go through it. So yeah, this helmet will definitely help you when it comes to damage reduction. Mad Wolf's Glee. You don't really need this, but I like to have it only because it gives you +3 rank to all werewolf skills, and I just like being a werewolf the whole time. That's the way I like to play. That's the way I want to play. So that's why I have this unique, and you can get this pretty early on. World Tier 3. Next is the Rapid Bone Weave Gauntlet. You don't really need this here, but you don't really need it on the gauntlet, but you do need attack speed. Basic skill gain 29% attack speed. You could go higher. I've seen 44%. This is the highest I've gotten it to. I probably can get it higher once I reach 80, 90, 100. Yeah, and just to say, although I'm level 78 with this build, I for sure believe that this build has a lot of potential, and whoever uses it at level 100, they're going to dominate the game. So yeah, basic skills gain 29% attack speed. Every time you use a basic skill, you're just going through this attack speed. Gain 15% damage reduction while shapeshifted into a werewolf. And since we're werewolf all the time, we gain this damage reduction all the time. So that's good. That's good. Critical strikes grant 6% movement speed for 1 second up to 6 seconds. This is great. We're gonna be getting a lot of critical strikes. Because I think, let's see, critical strike damage is already like 346.9, and my critical strike chance is 29.5. So pretty good, pretty decent, I would say. And look, even our overpowered damage is pretty high. We should get our overpowered chance pretty high too. But we're gonna be critical striking a lot, and this will be good for movement speed. You know, the more movement you have, the more damage you'll put. You know, it's all about dexterity and power. And I really love these sacred legendary boots. Mostly because it has +3 maximum evade charges. You know, I've had these boots since I started this build. I haven't really changed it because I haven't seen anything as good as this one. The affixes are important. Look, it has 45, a fortified generation, total armor while in werewolf form, and you'll see this in my other builds too. Critical strike chances. Yeah, you'll see it more often than not. Great staff of the crone. Need it. You want it. It's gonna help with this build because we'll get into it when we get into the skill tree. But +6 ranks on claw. You'll definitely need that. And this is literally the key to this build. Casting a storm skill grants your earth skills 60 critical strike damage for 4 seconds, and vice versa. And this will be helpful because we will be using earth skills and we will be using the storm skills. +2 rank to stone guard. If you have it, great. If you don't, get it. I mean, it'll help down the road. Werewolf skill damage, you want it, you need it. Dexterity, you want it, you need it. You know, it's all good stuff. I think these legendaries have been added this season, these two, and it's really good for this build. And originally when I saw this build, I saw it on YouTube. I think one person had I only saw one person use it. Let me see. So I saw this build on YouTube. YouTuber's name is Casual Dumpling. He made the minimalist claw basic skill for Diablo4 season 2. I haven't seen anybody else use a basic skill only build. I don't know why. This season has some pretty good legendaries for it, and in season 2 he kind of uses the same thing. So damaging Circle of the Moonrise. Damaging an enemy with a basic skill grants you 4% attack speed for 10 seconds, second up to 5 times. Upon reaching maximum stacks, you enter a vampiric blood rage, gaining 52 basic skill damage and 15% movement speed for 10 seconds. This is really good. This was one of the vampiric skills when in season 2. They brought it back this season, and I was really excited to implement this into the build. And then I think this was also a new legendary, Circle of Adaptability, When cast below 50% maximum resource, basic skills generate 3 of your primary resource once per cast. When cast at or above 50% maximum resource, basic skills deal 52 increased damage. You will be hitting that 52 increased damage each and every time because we're only using basic skills. You know, we're never gonna use our resource. We don't need to. Um, and the stones that I have inside, the gems I have inside, they're all resistance to all elements. That's really good. You know, as you can see, my resistance is pretty good to lightning, poison, and shadow. So that's really good to have. Uh, Damage reduction while fortified, because we're gonna use fortified a lot. And this is really good that we have it on these 3. I wonder why I can't put gems on these. Interesting. And basic skill damage on your weapon is definitely gonna be great because we're gonna use basic skill damage. Let's see. Let's go to our spear boons. 10% reduction damage from elites. That's really good. I feel like we could do better. Nah, I think that's good right there. Increase critical strike chance and gain 30% critical strike damage. You need it, you want it. There's no explanation there. This is a crit damage build. I don't know why I have this here. I don't know why I have that there. I'm gonna change it to this. Yeah, we're not using any ultimate skills, so I would put bolster, fortify for 15% of your maximum life when you use a defensive skill, and I think I have blood health for that. I also don't know why I have this here too. Critical strikes with shapeshifting skills have up to 75% chance to heal you. The lightning damage has up to 40% chance to cause 10-minute static charge dealing. Alright, so you could either choose either one of these. I need to test it out a little bit more. I guess I didn't really look at my stream boons. But let's go with overload. Dealing damage, lightning damage has up to 40% chance to cause target to emit static discharge, dealing 1,000 up to 1,356 damage, lightning damage to surrounding enemies. And that'll be good because we're going to be using lightning damage a lot. And with that being said, let's go into our skill trees. So the basis of this build is the basic skills. You're going to need claw, obviously, go all the way into wild claw. That'll double your attack, okay, and that'll double your damage down. Storm strike, also go into fierce storm strike, you know, making enemies vulnerable. That'll up your damage also. I was thinking storm strike gains 2 additional targets because I thought it would be like the same thing as claw attacking twice, but I still have to see it about that. I'll test it out one of these days. and I'll let you guys know. And Earth Spike, go all the way into Fierce Earth Spike, and just fill all of these in. You want to max all these out, and it'll up your damage once you complete this build. We're gonna go down here. We don't have any core skills, but we will need Predatory Instinct. You can fill that up. Critical Strike chance is always good for you. Movement speed, always important. As a werewolf, you can fill that up. Then we can go down to our defensive skills. Bloodhound has a rank because of your chest, but we're not really using it, but you can have it. But you will need Ancestral Fortitude, just to up your defense for that damage reduction. And then we can go down to, well, we can skip companions. We're not using companions, although I do use Poison Creeper. One of my equipment has +3, +4 in Poison Creeper, and I use it for poison, to add poison to our enemies, and this will be important when you get into your Paragon, because, well, we'll get into that later. Wrath skills, we don't really use any wrath skills. I have Rabid, +3 because of the chest. Don't really have it, but I use it for also poison. Elemental exposure, go all the way up to Bad Omen. This will all be good for your lightning, up the damage. Your storm skills have up to 10% chance to make enemies vulnerable. That's pretty good. Lightning damage, lightning bolt damage. Yeah, more lightning multipliers, Yeah, more lightning multipliers. Crushing Earth into Stone Guard. This is good for Earth skill damage multiplier, and this is for your Fortify, and also multiplier for Earth skills. Then we're gonna go all the way down to your ultimate. You don't really need anything for your ultimate. You just need Nature Magic. Increases your damage. Earth skills deal 12 increased damage to vulnerable enemies. You see how it all connects. Vulnerable. We're connecting the dots now. So yeah, this is a good damage multiplier. Then we're gonna go into these defensive posture, and all the way to Unstrained. This is for your Fortify. This is gonna help your Fortify, and you'll basically be in Fortify all the time, because you'll be knocking back, you'll be putting people vulnerable, and you'll just be gaining Fortify from everything you do. And then this is also one of the key components. Staff of the Crone, that's pretty important. You can't do this build without it. But you also can't do this build without Nature's Fury. Casting an Earth skill has 30% chance to trigger a free storm skill at the same category and vice versa. You cast a storm skill, you will also cast an earth skill. And if you cast a storm skill, if you wait. If you cast a storm skill, you'll cast an earth skill. If you cast an earth skill, you'll cast a storm skill. And since we're already casting storm skills with claw, you will also cast it with earth spike. So basically claw is a 3-in-1, you know? 3-in-1. And that's not bad. And then we get into our Paragon points. Honestly, I didn't copy, what was this guy's name? Casual Dumplings Paragon boards. I mean, I got the idea of it. You know, just, he was looking for increased damage and increased critical strike. So, and that's basically what I did. You know, critical strike damage, storm skill damage. I have werewolf damage. Yeah, I have werewolf damage because we're always going to be in werewolf form. Oh, this is for the poison. While there are 3 or more poison enemies nearby, you'll deal 45% increased damage. That's fucking good, you know? That's really, really good. So that's why we have rabies and poison creeper, just to get that more damage out of it. And it's already doing a lot of damage. Yeah, critical strike damage and critical strike chance. That's what you need. Critical strike increases the damage an enemy takes from you by 2% for 20 seconds up to 12%. That's really good, guys. I use the glyph of spirit. I use the glyph of fang and claw. I want to use another glyph around here. I'm going for earth devastation. Earth skills deal 10% increase critical strike damage, increase by 20% of your damage versus crowd control bonus up to 40%. Oh, I didn't even read that. And we're gonna be doing crowd control with poison creeper, so we're gonna be getting a lot of damage, guys. Plus the earth skills. I didn't really need this. I don't know why I put a point in that. Why did I go all the way up here? You know, sometimes I be stupid, chat. Oh yeah, I went all the way over here because I want to get attack speed. That's very important. I want to get this. I want to get werewolf damage. I wanted to put a glyph here, but I got nothing to put here. Got nothing that's good to put there. Yeah, and you know, when you get into Paragon points, everything's however you want it to make it. So that's why I'm not really gonna talk much about Paragon points. I leave it up to you, whatever you think is best for your build. But you get the idea, you know, just try to get as much critical strike damage, more damage multipliers for whatever you need it for. Storm skills deal increased damage equal to 20% of your damage versus close and damage versus distant bonuses. I didn't really understand that, but it's a damage multiplier and it'll be good for you. And yeah, there you have it. That's the build, and let's demonstrate it a little bit. Yeah, let's demonstrate it a little bit. And again, Casual Dumpling, great video he made. I haven't seen anybody else make a video on basic skills, but you should definitely look into it because this is untapped
time to do that.
talent, you know? See? Numbers are flying.
I need more time.
I only press one button. I press Rabies and Poison Creeper here and there, but
I need more time.
and if you really pay attention, you'll see the Earth Spike. If you ever do get worried about health, just pop a bloodhound. I'm looking to make this build a little bit more powerful. Haven't gotten a lot of good items lately to up the damage, better equip myself. RNG is not on my side, but as you can see, this build has a lot of potential, and I hope a lot of people see it and try it. Basic skill is the way to go. Yeah. What's up, guys? Good to meet you guys. Obliques. Let's go for the obliques.
I need time to do that. I need more time.
And there. Now we can go to the West Range.
time to do that. It is done.
Helm or rings? I'll do them. Because I do want to get the Harley Quinn helm. I feel like that would help my build a lot more.
Not while I'm in town.
Yeah, you see, I'm not really getting it. You could put Runeworks Conduit Doom into your build, you know, instead of basic skill, you know, increased damage and stuff. Or maybe into this gauntlet if you don't care about attack speed and more damage. But I like the way my build is. You could also put this. Chance when dealing lightning damage to overload the target for 3 seconds, causing any direct damage you deal to them to post 1,697 additional damage to surrounding enemies. You know, you could put this into your build and hopefully it comes out good for you guys. But I like it a certain way. And look, we could even put more vulnerable damage on ourselves. Damage reduction on ourselves. Because we're going to be doing vulnerable to a lot of enemies. But I'm not wasting a point on that. I'm trying to get this. Let me see. Let me find out. Why? Let me take all of this off. I think it will be better used. Going up here. Gotta make sure my nodes are still working. Okay, my nodes are still working. Okay. Let's see. Any more paragon points that I have wrangling. No, I do not. Okay, so yeah, thank you for watching my stream. I just wanted to show you this build real quick. I'll probably be playing with the fam later on. Tune in later. Thank you for watching.